So, how did you experience it as a woman? Do you think like sometimes because you were young or you were just a like young girl, you were underestimated or I don't know.
Yeah, well, that goes a bit into my background now as a woman, as coming from Turkey, in terms of my roots, right? Because I'm at the end of the day, I'm born here, but my family is from Turkey. Obviously, there are benefits or disadvantages that I lived. Benefits were because I grew into the system. I was raised into the system, and my school education taught me in a way that I was comfortable with what was happening in terms of the bureaucratic issues, etc. And I learned early on in my family to manage all the paperwork. Now, the other side of it, the downside is I always was in competition with the schooling system, inside the schooling system, because when I was in the fourth grade and I wanted to change schools, I had to change schools. You go until fourth grade, and then when you go to the fifth, they determine the teachers your future. They say if you will go to a better school or a worse school or a medium school, like intermediate kind of school, and decide if you can actually do your college, do your if you can enter into studies, if you can go to university. That determines your life. And that was discrimination in my part, right? So my teachers and the system, how it is designed, it wanted me to go to a worse school than I wanted to go. And my parents luckily interjected. They interfered and say, you cannot send my child to this school just because she's Turkish, or just because she's bilingual and you think that she cannot handle it, right? And if my parents wouldn't have done that, I would probably not have now a master's degree, or I would not be going into being so confident and going out and trying my own stuff. And that was a challenge. So I started at the beginning with a one backwards, right? One step back. But it caught up now, because now I have the benefit, because now I'm multilingual. I'm actually a polyglot. I speak multiple languages, and that language field helps me to understand cultures, understand businesses, understand people, and reflect different perspectives. I think that's the most important in marketing, to look from everything in a different way. And that's how it benefited me. But my background, yes, it was not easy, and it pushed me back at the beginning. Not anymore.
Yeah, but I think it's great. I think it gives you like power, confidence, and many experience, right?
It does, but it also depends on your environment. It depends on your character, right? Like there are a lot of components in your upbringing that play a role. My parents always pushed me to be confident. My nature is confidence.